Hi everyone, welcome to The Wine Down. My name is Nick. This is a new show that I've started to explore my second passion in life, which is the enjoyment of fine beer, wine, and spirits. To start off our video series today, I would like to teach you guys how to properly taste a glass of wine. To start our wine tasting today, I'm going to start with this bottle right here. This is Alamos. Alamos is a Malbec from Argentina. It is absolutely delicious, and I'm going to drink it with you guys today, and we'll explore it together. All right, let's get this into a glass. When I approach a bottle of wine that I want to enjoy, and I really want to give it the attention that it deserves, the first step is quite a simple one, is to look at the wine. By looking at the color of the wine, we can tell many different things. One, where in the world it's been grown. Wines that have a darker hue, like this one does, tend to grow in hotter climates, places like Australia or California. The color of the wine and how dark and intense the color is can also give you an idea of what grape variety we're talking about. Certain grape varieties such as Cabernet Sauvignon and of course Malbec like this present as a really deep, dark, inky color. Other grape varieties such as Pinot Noir and Gamay, they have thinner skins and don't add as much color to the wine, or at least the depth of color. Sometimes you can tell the color of the wine better by holding it against a white piece of paper. You have a beautiful sort of a dark purple liqueur going into more of a burgundy rim. The other thing we can tell by the color of the wine is the age of the wine. As red wine gets older, it turns from this brilliant purple, dark red color into a brickish color. And so you can tell a lot simply by the color of the wine. We are going to take the next and most important step, and that is we're going to smell the wine. This is a really important step because smelling the wine will give us the most indication of the aromas and flavors that are indicated in the wine. It's super important. To do this, we want to smell the wine essentially. However, just smelling the wine out of the glass like so is not a good way to do it. We want to swirl the wine. So what we're going to do is give the glass a nice little swirl like this. This is going to increase the contact surface area of the wine to make it wet the sides of the glass, so we can actually get more air molecules, more wine molecules to interact with the air there. So now we put our nose into the glass. Oh wow, it really opens up the wine and you can smell it more in depthly. And then try to think of what you're smelling and ponder on it. Oh, this is so delicious. I definitely detect some beautiful bright red cherry notes in this, deep red fruit. There is definitely a little bit of leather, some cedar happening into it. So after you're done with the wine smelling, you ask yourself a question. Does it smell good? Pleasant aromas mean a good wine. Amazing complex aroma means even a better wine. Off aromas mean a mediocre or bad wine. And now, finally, we get to taste the wine. There are 3 stages in tasting a wine. First is the attack, the middle, and then finally the finish. The attack is the first 5 seconds when you first sip it and you first originally taste the wine. The middle is where we start to detect the different flavors and aromas that are in the wine. As the attack slowly dissipates, you get more of the nuanced aromas for it. And finally, the finish at the end is how long the flavors last for, and what flavors are lasting. Now we actually taste the wine. When we taste the wine, what we're going to do is draw air into our mouths as well. Remember back to the aromas question we had. When we taste, we actually are tasting with our nose. So we want to be able to draw as much of those flavor molecules into our nose as we can. We do this by basically slurping the wine. And professionally, I actually spit the wine too because I can be drinking a lot of wine at once and I don't want to get too drunk. So here's how I taste it. We're first going to taste the wine. That is really, really delicious. I taste essentially what I was smelling before. Beautiful, bright red fruit. Very cherry-like, actually. Very much like ripe cherries. There is definitely a little bit of the attack was almost entirely fruit, like red fruit, and it was a lot of it. Also, in the middle, we got, there's a slight vegetable-ish, like a green peppery, and at the finish, beautiful long finish. Like I swallowed the wine, what, 10 minutes ago, 10 seconds, 15 seconds ago, and I still taste it. Cherries is how I would describe this wine, like dark cherries. It's really delicious. This is quite a young wine. The tannins are not smack you in the face. They are very mild. They're there, but they're not too intense to put you off the wine. Lovely bottle of wine, lovely, absolutely. Also, this wine, touch a bit about the wine, is also fairly inexpensive. And at this quality level and at that price point, I recommend it. It's a really good wine. I will certainly buy it again. Wonderful. Delicious. All right. Now that you're done tasting the wine, you can get yourself a tasting note sheet and write down the wine, the varietal, and the aromas, taste, the finish, and any comments you have. And something I like doing as well is trying to figure out what kind of food this would go with. This Malbec, is crying out for barbecued steak. So we're all done. So we've now smelled and tasted the wine, and at the very end, we're going to stop and think about what we tasted and whether or not we enjoyed the wine. And this is the most hung up part people get hung up on. Definition of a good wine is a wine that you like. I'd like to know, what would you like me to taste in the future? Would you like to have any particular wines you would like to go over, any styles of wines, or any styles of beers or spirits? I have many ideas coming up that I'm going to share with you, and we'll hope to have these in the future. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll be back again soon with some more wine, fine wine, beer, and spirits. Bye, everyone.